YouTube, it's Satch. Welcome to Driver 81. Welcome to this cockpit of the Jaguar XF, which is a beautiful sports saloon car. Very nice interior, but today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I actually hate about this car. In fact, 4 things that I hate about this car. I am going to keep it short, snappy, because in a few of my other videos there's been a few complaints about how long it takes for me to get my point across, so I'm going to be short, snappy. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I dislike about this car, hate is a strong word, dislike I would say, is the MPG on this car. The MPG currently we're getting about 25 miles per gallon, and if you speak to other owners, they seem to claim rates of about 35 miles per gallon, which is a whole 10 miles per gallon more, which is quite a lot. So I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I do tend to keep the fuel range actually on the dashboard in the message center here in the middle, and the amount by which the bar goes down is a bit of an alarming rate, if I'm honest with you. It's probably not good for my mental state watching that. I really should just change it, put it onto something else, but I really have to keep an eye on it. Maybe it needs investigating a little bit further. Maybe there's a fault with one of the O2 sensors, I'm not quite sure. I do have the tools to hook up to this car, which I will be doing very soon, so that might give me the answers I'm looking for. Incidentally, this is the tool that I would use, the iCarSoft i930. It is available at Diagnostic World, cheeky little plug there. So click the link directly below this video, and this kit will allow you to diagnose engine faults, ABS faults, airbags, parking sensors, you name it. Alright, so the second thing that I dislike about the Jaguar XF is the gear changes. The gear changes seem a little bit notchy and jerky, and you can certainly feel when the car is actually changing gear, because especially in lower gears you can kind of feel it like that. Maybe not as dramatic as that, but you can certainly feel it. When in other cars you can't feel any sort of gear change at all, so that's one of the things that I'm not too keen on with this car. With regards to acceleration and the gear changes as well, you can certainly feel a little bit of lag when you put your foot down. Again, it's mainly in the lower gears, and maybe it takes that little bit too long to actually change gear. I feel that it keeps it in the revs a little bit longer than it actually should, and then it changes gear. So it does take a while for the torque to kick in and the car to really start shifting when you put your foot down. So the third thing on the list is the electrical gremlins that the Jaguar XF type owners do complain of a lot. Now I will add that it's not all owners. Some owners, this is reading offline of course, some owners have experienced no issues whatsoever with regards to electrical. Other people have said that the car has been off the road because of the electrical faults for half the time they've owned the car. I don't know if that's an exaggeration or not. In the short time that I've had this car, there have been 2 electrical faults, and it's been literally 48 hours since I've been in possession of this car. There's been a check engine light and a brake fault light, which have disappeared as quickly as they came on. So again, that can be checked out with the iCarSoft i930 to see if there is a genuine fault there. But a lot of the reported electrical faults are basically surrounding the, it's a known problem, this one, with the gear shift selector. This can apparently sink in and stay stuck where it is, so you can't actually get it out to select your gears or put it in the reverse, neutral, park or whatever. Now there's also electrical faults surrounding the boot lids, random warning lights, the windows, and no doubt a lot of other electrical issues as well. If you have had electrical issues with this car, please put them in the comments below so that I can be aware of what to look out for. So the final thing on the list of hates about this car is any sort of lack of exhaust note. This is a sports saloon car, and I would expect some sort of nice tone or note to the exhaust sound, but there's just absolutely nothing. You can't hear any sort of exhaust at all, and maybe that's a problem because of the cars that I'm used to driving. Maybe I expect too much. Maybe I expect some sort of meaty or throaty sound, even if it's not as aggressive, even if it's just a you know, a smaller sound or a lower sound, I would still expect something, but there's absolutely nothing. So that's the fourth and final thing on the list for me. I would love to have seen some sort of like I say, a meaty or throaty sound. It is a sports saloon after all, and if you're driving the equivalent BMW or Mercedes, you will hear some sort of tone, but there's just nothing there, unfortunately. So it's a little bit of a disappointment, but there you go. It may not bother people in the slightest. It doesn't really bother me, it's just something I would like to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you do like this video, please give it a like. I hope it's given you some ideas about maybe what to expect if you are looking at buying one of these cars. Do lots of these types of videos, so please click on the subscribe option, or it's down there should I say, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.